The benefits of being heterozygous. The film. Do you feel tired, stressed all the time? Do you have parents? If so, you may qualify for sickle cell anemia. To find out more, continue watching. Heterozygote advantage. Sickle cell anemia. You must be thinking, what the heck? But let's break it down for you. What it means to be a heterozygous organism. Being a heterozygous organism means that you have a copy of a recessive allele and a copy of a dominant allele. What is heterozygote advantage? Heterozygote advantage means that while carrying two copies of a bad allele is disadvantageous, carrying one copy of a good allele and one copy of a bad allele is advantageous. Sickle cell anemia. Sickle cell anemia is an example of a heterozygote advantage. This happens when you have two copies of the sickle cell alleles. What does this do? This causes your normal red blood cells to misshapen and turn into a crescent shape. This blocks the flow of the blood and results in earlier death. You may be very lucky to live into your 40s. When we have normal blood cells, we are able to be active safely and exercise as much as we want. With misshapen red blood cells, we tend to lose our breath very easily, and our exercise is very limited. Sickle cell anemia roots from the HBB gene in our bodies. The supposed beta globin subunits in the HBB gene is replaced with the hemoglobin S due to a mutation. This causes the disease to be present within a human's body. S represents the sickle cell trait, while A represents the normal trait. Heterozygote advantages. If you have two copies of an A gene, you would not have a sickle cell trait, nor would you have sickle cell anemia. If you have two copies of the S gene, however, you will have the sickle cell trait as well as have sickle cell anemia. Although, with only one copy of an A gene and one copy of an S gene, you would have the sickle cell trait, but not have sickle cell anemia. Gene inheritance. Sickle cell anemia is an inherited disease that is passed from generation to generation. In this diagram, it shows that the mom and the dad both have an A gene as well as an S gene. This causes them both to have heterozygote advantage. As a result of their 4 children, one will have 2 A genes, 2 will have an A gene and an S gene, and one will have 2 S genes. This would cause one child to be completely free of the sickle cell trait, 2 children having the heterozygote advantage as well as the sickle cell trait, and one child to have sickle cell anemia. The sickle cell trait is especially advantageous for people who live in areas where malaria is prevalent. These areas include parts of Mexico, South America, Africa, as well as Asia. For those with only one copy of the sickle cell allele, it confers resistance to malaria in those certain areas. For those with 2 copies of the sickle cell allele, they carry the sickle cell disease and are not resistant to malaria. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned a lot about sickle cell anemia and heterozygote advantage. Now, you can tell your teachers and your classmates all about it. Maybe you can even tell your parents. Congratulations on making it this far into the video. I hope you have a great day.